Hello guys, welcome to Madden stream. We'll be playing some NFL. Let's just pack this board real quick and get smoking. Playing some good games and marble matches up ahead. And happy New Year, guys. Merry Christmas and holidays. Just please it, bro. Brother. That's covers everything around the same. Okay, I don't know where I put my freaking my iPhone. Get to it. Quick match. Super advance. Why not? What else did it? Smoking some sour diesel. It's been like years since I smoked this straight in a while. So off the there you go, the lightning bolt. Bless up.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Below Nichols in there to take him down. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Malcolm Kuntz collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. 2nd down, McKinnon. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. and the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
O'Connell to throw, 3rd and short. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
what
think.
do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Try to run for it with Jacobs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side. 2nd and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Play action. Now O'Connell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now O'Connell. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. Calling a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw here, O'Connell.
No.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as we'll go instead with Pacheco. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half, and they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not come anywhere close to the 1st down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Second and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw, O'Connell. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
He's got a man, complete. Through the middle of the field. Jacoby Myers. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to settle him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Might not have that.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Here's O'Connell. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. John Jenkins able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, That's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the... And how about this, a fake? And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Off the play fake. O'Connell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that that's one they so wanted to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Here's a 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now it's O'Connell. Touchdown! Michael Mayer from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that? What was that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. 3 quarters have come and gone. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a...
Oh no. It's like that was looking jump up the couch. Oh my god. I didn't get my points, man. Why you follow me? I can see it. Continue.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, boy, what a matchup. 2 NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon. Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Here's 2nd and 10. And O'Connell now to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Third and 9 here. Throwing, O'Connell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake, but when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's popped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in Vegas. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now this throw caught left side, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Raiders nothing.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
Maneuvers are good viewers.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. O'Connell backed up near the goal line. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he is out of bounds here. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Excuse
Here's the kicker, Jake
Don't
Elliott,
drop
ready
it,
to
bro.
get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they go play action here with O'Connell. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. O'Connell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter, already sacked him once, now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Okay.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late.
Blue.
That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Come on.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Great.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Moving inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets up.
Yeah. Tragic. I had quit. I'm get tragic anyways.
Didn't deserve those points. Yeah.
Now, I'm on a win streak, my boy.
It's TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out
Come
for
on,
the
bro,
rest of
lock
the game.
in.
We scored. Hey,
Be
offense,
calm,
can you
lock
keep
in,
up with
bro.
us?
I know you better than this.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Sorry about that, guys. What day was that? A different movie.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Oh, what we found someone.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. A point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll try and start the drive here with goal. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Puka Nacua from 10 yards out. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, they'll run with Gore. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Here is third and quite a ways. Here's Bajan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one. Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Puka Nacua. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Steps away to his left. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll get this one to Kelce. That's complete. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 45 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Bajan. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Marshawn Lynch from 17 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute?
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's the Raiders punter now. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the... And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Jackson on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He's got a man, complete. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 22. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, it's goal. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Another carry now for Gore. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Bajan to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. A first carry for the Hall of Famer. Here's Marshall Faulk. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's third and 9.
It's now third and 9.
Now a delayed give to Gore. And he is going to lose yardage here. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty... It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go play action here on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point forthcoming. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing here, Bajan. And he whips that one incomplete there.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a draw play for Gore. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's the Raiders punter now. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's down the field for Jefferson. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good.
Christopher saw, like that was pretty cool. But he's not. Steamfood.com. News is famous. Like fact notes. What kind of news? I gotta update this now to Twitch. So Twitch. Donald Penn. It's 94. Raiders. Loss. Loss. Shit. We couldn't get.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Bajan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. Throwing now, Bajan. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Bajan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Vincent Jackson, 45 yards. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On first down, Bajan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play action. Now Bajan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Keanu Britton, the one who got in to bury him.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their...
Try to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, it... Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Nashville. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
They start the drive with Lynch. Shrugs him off, and some room to work. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and a yard. In motion right is Fitzgerald. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw now. Here's Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marshawn Lynch punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. His kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And that might be Titan football. It is. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lynch up the middle. Powers through. Still fighting for more. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown.
No. So I'm playing fucking, I don't know.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Cincinnati. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right to the air is Mahomes. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, with a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Ready up!
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on first down with Evans. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Darrington Evans scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first
Harder
this
beliefs,
afternoon.
Zach.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Standing that time from Keanu Benton. Got in there and hit him for a loss.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
That was second down run for Murray. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw, Bajan. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they're able to execute it successfully on that.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here's Bajan. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Puka Nacua, 58 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here in Vegas. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the delay, this is Murray. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Bajan. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 20. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. And off we go from Las Vegas. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. On first down, Murray. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off the play fake, it's Bajan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Underway here in Las Vegas. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now Bajan to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber.
Report them, bro. Fucking NBA.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hey.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And oh, that is going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Getting the call, Lynch running left. Twisting away. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
First down, the run with Lynch. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marshawn Lynch, 31 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing here, Bajan. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he takes this one back in. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Pushes him over. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Travis Kelce, 68 yards. And the Bengals need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Throwing now, Bajan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now a throw here, hold in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in.
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Badgley's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points at 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They go with Murray again. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Play action. It's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Edgerrin James, 34 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So
the hell? Cheater. Oh man, the vote cutter. Oh my god, I'm not gonna record it. That's stupid of me. Combo. Get out of here. 7 of them want. One of each one. Marvin Orsha. Yeah. Yeah, Sanders. 240. Pack inside the pack. Oh, 2002, man. Roll 17 chance. Anything but changes at the moment. That's not chat. Also, though, man, I think I played this one before.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. And off we go from Las Vegas. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Bajan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Bajan. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the 3rd straight play. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Ty Zentner now. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
Now Jackson. Touchdown, Bengals. Noah Fant, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals are on the board first here in Vegas. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On 1st down, Bajan. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd and 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Puka Nacua laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
Working as a vocoder. Making some money.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Murray. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Noah Brown from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to plow forward out to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Up the middle, Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And look at this, another fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what...
Yes. I'm freaking done. There's too many freaking cheaters. I almost like off rails with it.